Before we get into today's video, as some of you may know, the IMNerdpodcast is hosting an Edison tournament on October 28th called the Frozen Soul Cup. There will be a special rule in place that you can only use one of each card in your deck. For example, you would only be able to play one Treeborn Frog or one Elemental Hero Neos Alias or one Blackwing Blizzard the Far North. Everything is limited to one. This greatly changes deck building and technical play, but I will let you guys figure that part out. The prize for this tournament is already up to $300 cash for the top cut. If you would like to donate to the prize pool, please reach out to me. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. All right, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with Stango, and we are doing a zombie episode because this deck actually just got first placed at the most recent EWCQ in Format Library. So this is a zombie deck. I'm just calling it Instant Zombies. You can call it Instant Noodle Zombies for memes, whatever. But it plays triple Instant Fusion, triple Book of Life, which I think is super cool. And it also plays Reaper on the Nightmare. And I've seen a lot of synergy with those cards. It makes a lot of sense. It allows you to play triple Caius easily. It also makes the zombie deck a lot faster because I think one of the issues with zombies is that the way it's been built prior to 2023 was always this really slow deck it's waiting for your opponent to attack into the recruiters, and then it tries to attack into monsters in order to get the recruiter effects, but then people started playing Triple D Prison, so then that became a really bad idea. Then people stopped attacking face down monsters, so then that became a bad idea. And so zombies just kind of fell off, for a lack of a better word. And I think that this is kind of where it needs to be. Between this and the Ultimate Offering build that James Ark popularized, I like both of those because they both have these really scary game plans now. This one is way more hyper aggressive and can actually be proactive. It doesn't need to rely on getting a goblin zombie on the field and then popping off that way. It can just go instant fusion, summon level 2 tuner, or instant fusion plus teleport or whatever, and start doing stuff. Or just instant fusion plus Caius is solid as well. So I like the speed because the format is a lot faster than people realize. Like this format is not as slow as it used to be. And instead of playing Diva, which I found this to be actually insane, but instead of playing Diva, it plays the Psychic Engine. And obviously Deep Sea Diva is just an overall better card. But one of the things that always bothered me about playing Diva in the zombie deck specifically is that you're not playing Spine Gilman, which means that Diva by itself is not actually a good card. And I think that when you look at Diva Hero Beat, when you look at Diva Hero, and when you look at Diva Frogs, Diva by herself does so much because you play Gilman or Mermaid Archer or whatever. And in zombies, it always just rubbed me the wrong way that like that deck doesn't play the Spine Gilman. And I even tried to force it in an episode that me and Nazar did before, and it was awful. I was just drawing it. DB was just giving it to me all the time, so it made it look particularly awful. Maybe over the course of like 100 games, if I had a bigger sample size, it would not have been so bad. But in our testing with like, a couple games, it was really bad. So we ended up taking it out, and it was like, well, I guess this is why no one plays it. But the fact that you can't just go turn one Diva, make an Android at the very least, or make a Catastrophe when you need to against a Fortress or whatever, that just really sucked. So anyways, this build plays, 2 Psychics and Teleport, which is pretty, it's decent. I'm not like the happiest about having to play these Psychic monsters, but they're not awful, right? Like they're not god awful. Psychic Commander technically trades with 1900 monsters and lower, and that's pretty relevant. And then Krebons can randomly just wall off monsters as well. So they're not the worst. But yeah, let's just get into, well, first of all, Stango, I'm sorry. What do you have to say about this deck? Because you've actually been playing it last night up until this recording, just to like get your hand on how it feels to play it. You used to be a zombie player, and it's actually the deck that you have in real life before you switched over to like frogs and stuff with me. But how do you feel about this particular zombie deck?
So pretty much everything resonating the same thoughts that you said. The proactiveness of this deck has given me a much bigger appeal of playing zombies. Definitely just sitting there waiting for your opponent to attack into recruiters and all that nonsense is just not it in today's Edison. Like, if it's not Hamster Ryko, like usually setting a monster is like, okay, that's questionable. A lot of the things that I like about the deck specifically is that this deck in its current iteration has a lot of answers of what's really going on in the format as of right now, particularly with the fact that you can turbo out Caius, one of the best monsters in Edison format, period, with Instant Fusion.
Yeah.
And the synergy of Instant Fusion and Book of Life. So a situation that came up pretty commonly when I was doing a lot of test games is that it would be, they have a monster in a back row. I go Instant Fusion, get Reaper of the Nightmare, tribute it, offer Caius, and then I have a Book of Life in my hand. And if anything happens to your monster, like let's say I banish it and my Caius gets in, or you bottomless me, whatever it is, now that Reaper of the Nightmare is a resource in the graveyard for any Book of Lives, plus like any monsters end up in their graveyard with any of, my traps are just beating it by battle. And this monster, I'll say right now, this monster is insane. I like the fact that dupe blocks don't mean anything against him. He's actually actually kind of a problem that they need to get rid of like right away. They need
Ooh.
to, like dew blocks don't mean anything against him. He's also a great target to just summon against frogs because you go Book of Life on their Treeborn, you bring back Reaper of the Nightmare, you take a card out of their hand and you're like, okay, you need a Monarch right now. You need to put this away. He's not even gone permanently unless it's Caius.
Yeah.
Well, he's not even really gone permanently because you have return, but in a practical sense, he's not gone permanently unless it's Caius because then all your instant fusions after that can also bring him out.
Yeah, and this, I guess the triple Book of Life adds to the anti-meta element of this deck too. Banishing Banishing water monsters and heroes is a big deal at this current time. Banishing Values is a big deal at this current time. And I think in general, most of the other good decks, they're graveyard dependent in some way, right? Like Lightsworn, Christie Sworn, all the other decks, even if it's just like a Pot of Avarice playing deck like Machina Control, they all to some degree have a graveyard element if they're a good deck. Dragons, I really can't think of a deck that doesn't have some interaction with its graveyard. So yeah, triple Book of Life, which means that they're going to see it in basically every game that they play. So one of your guys is getting banished every game minimum, and then you have the Caius is banishing your stuff too, and Reaper on a Nightmare, like taking cards out of the hand. I could see that being really obnoxious. I'm hoping that when we actually, get into a game,
that will shake out that way.
Yeah.
My last thought, as far as like the other advancing like strategy of the zombie deck, I really, really love the addition of Arcanite Magician. This is actually, in my opinion, one of the best synchros that no decks can summon.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard to summon it, but it is one of the best because I consider Dark End to be top 5 because most synchros are trash in Edison because they don't actually do anything outside of. But Brionic is the best one, right? Everyone knows that Brionic's like the best card in the format essentially. But Brionic is the best because you summon it and then you like start doing all these crazy things, including cleaning up your opponent's cards, going for game, and all that stuff. Dark End is very close to Brionic because you also summon it and it just removes things. If you look at the other synchro monsters, typically they don't put themselves on the field and then remove things as easily as Dark End and Brio do. And an Arcanite is very hard to summon, but a deck that can play Arcanite and a deck that's actually good, which is, Zombies is actually a good deck. Yeah, Arcanite in this deck has to be way scared than like, I don't know, when Cat does it, I'm always just kind of like, all right, like it's...
Yeah, like I'll tell you what my play was because it was insane, Frazier. It was pretty much just like they go T-set. I was playing the Zombie Mirror. I go Instant Fusion for Plague. I already had a Reaper of the Nightmare, by the way, in my graveyard. So I go Instant Fusion for Plague, get Music King, normal Plague. So I popped his Pyramid Turtle and a set MST, and then I Book of Life, banished his Pyramid Turtle, brought out Reaper of the Nightmare, and attacked and took a card out of his hand. So I just like -3'd the shit out of him in one interaction.
Yeah,
it was like insane.
Yeah,
but let's get to it.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. I don't have much comments to make on like the side deck and the X deck and all that stuff. So what are you doing? Are you going to do ladder? Or are you going to just do unlimited, unrated?
Oh, why don't we do ladder?
Okay, I'm down for whatever.
For anyone who may not know, Edison format now has an official rated pool that you can play in, and it's very active.
It has both now. We have an unrated and a rated. I wonder how active the unrated is now.
I was getting games very, very frequently.
Okay, so people still like to play unrated. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, unrated is it's very popular. The only thing I really wish is what they would do, honestly, though, is so traditional format is like really not played, honestly. I wish they would put traditional more on the far right hand side.
Yeah.
And put Edison format right next to GOAT. So then it's like GOAT, Edison, and then unlimited. Unrated.
Yeah, I don't see much activity in the traditional section either, and that's always been like that. Like you have to be a little unhinged to want to play that anyway, because like you're so close to at that point just playing modern Yu-Gi-Oh. So like I don't know. I mean, for fun, yeah, sure, do whatever you want for fun. I'm not downing that, but in any competitive sense, that's just not real. Oh, this is a very weird way to do anything.
This isn't the right way to do it. Because he had that Treeborn in his hand? I'm not sure.
I am surprised that he had Junk Synchron because he could have done the most. The fact that he's maybe he didn't have
maybe he didn't have the 2 in his hand. It was Junk Synchron and I don't know what. We'll have to see because I'm sure that was not done right.
Yeah, that just did not seem right to me at all. So
so we have a few different lines here. Now, what I do like is that I feel like we're going to be dust shooting a substitute 100%.
Yes, we're definitely going to be dust shooting him as soon as he draws. And we're going to be Soloming a Monarch if it comes down. So we're going to
Yeah.
be using both of those back rows almost immediately, which means that we want
I
the
feel like
tomato
we
to get
want to
attacked.
actually crash. Yeah, I feel like we want to crash this tomato and get something that we can torrential with.
Oh, I kind of like that. So you want to crash it and get like maybe Goblin Zombie and then go from there with like the torrential.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
like
think.
that. I like that. Let's do that.
Yeah,
Cogs
because
is like the
like
only deck that you can really reliably do stuff like this because the other decks just always have some kind of back row, and I would be so scared to attack. But yeah,
right.
it's this deck in particular.
Now, any last minute consideration for Sangan because he's a little bit more flexible. He kind of searches almost all the same things.
Yeah, but having Goblin Zombie in rotation is a big deal.
Yeah, because of Book of Life and all that stuff.
Yes,
So yeah,
so you want to get access
this
to
is still the right one.
Yeah, you want to get access to the zombie engine as soon as possible. All right.
Okay, so we're gonna set the yard.
Yeah.
We're very, very likely dust shooting the Substoad.
Yeah.
We are 100% dust shooting the
Okay.
Substoad.
So write his hand down.
Yeah, so we have Caius, Soul X, Econ, Sub, and Rhoda. So his play can be Soul Exchange.
I almost want to say we
Tribute
want to
with
put
either.
back the Caius because realistically, I'm probably Soloming the Substitute anyway, or letting the Substitute go through and then just torrential. Like you can just torrential.
Yeah,
like
we could just torrential and then he just has an open field. I like that.
There's like there's like 2 ways to go. Yeah, I think the Caius. Yeah, I kind of.
Okay, so we'll put back the Caius. So this is his hand. Soul X, Econ, Sub, Rhoda. Put back Caius. Okay. Now, if he goes Soul X on our Goblin Zombie,
That would be absolutely insane.
I might solemn the Substoad because that would be 2 cards for R1. Okay, so he does this. That's fine. So we're going to take
good.
13. He left a Treeborn on the field, which is really nice. So we have Minecon, so we can consider Plague.
Yeah,
to
Plague
take a
is a
monster.
consideration. Let's see.
I also like Reaper because it's going to take more cards out of his hand.
Yeah, he does have a lot of outs to Reaper, though. He has Soul X and Econ, so it's a little awkward with that one. I
mean, almost anything we get gets kind of outed by those 2 cards if he draws anything. But if we keep this solemn, then
yeah. So let's go with the Reaper play. I like that.
Reaper, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rhoda is going to go for Stratos.
Yep.
Okay, so that's Econ set.
Yep.
All right. So our play is going to be set Reaper, set D-Prison.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming because he knows we have Reaper, he's going to try to do like the Soul X Substitute stuff, which that's going to get solemned.
Yeah, he probably will go for Soul Exchange and then Summon Substitute or Summon Substitute and then Soul Exchange. Either way. Yeah. So set.
Yep.
We could really use a Book of Life.
Yeah, Book of Life would like get the party started really, really, really hard. Interesting. So he wants to do that to like kill it with Econ.
So if you deprison this,
yeah, I feel like I'm just deprisoning this.
And then if his other guy gets solemned,
then he has no Treeborn access as of right now.
The only problem is that he won't have Treeborn access, but then we do have one little problem where he can easily get rid of the Reaper. Our life points are really low, and then Torrential becomes like
weird. I mean, he's going to get rid of the Reaper with the Econ right now anyway.
Yeah. This is awkward.
Because it's going to be Econ switch it to attack. So I think we just deprison this. This is like our best way of
sure.
Like
he can't Econ switch a Reaper to attack though, by the way. Like it'll die.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's how he's gonna out it.
Yeah. If you just mean he's gonna kill it with Econ, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, guy. You attack with Treeborn.
Yeah. Very oddly attacked with Treeborn, by the way.
Yeah, you know that the monster face down is most likely a Spirit Reaper. Like that was very strange.
Yeah.
So you can't soul exchange anymore.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't want a torrential here.
Sure. This is the situation I was talking about though, where I don't like this. Because now he has these two monsters on the field that actually kill us. So like if he goes Econ right now and just kill the Reaper, we have to draw a monster right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is what I was saying.
So he doesn't do it.
Not yet. He doesn't really have to either, though. That's the thing. Yeah, we really needed to draw a monster right here, which is good. Thank God.
Yeah, that was a really good one too.
That was, yeah, that was very, very lucky.
So,
half Stratos, 22. Take her, make a synchro.
Yeah, we could actually make Herbellum and make him draw the same card.
Oh, I was thinking about making a Stardust with the Solomon Eternal set, but if you want to make Herbellum,
because we actually know his hand right now. What did he add off of Stratos? He added Prodigy, so his hand is Prodigy, Soul X, Sub, and Unknown.
Sure, so that's his hand.
And we already have Solomon Torrential. I think that's the play.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead. Do your thing.
We'll see. Okay. Okay. Where's Herbellum?
Herbellum is so randomly good. He's reading it. Oh, maybe he was doing the math. I don't know. Well, no, there was no math to really do.
Yeah. I wish I could just. Someone argued with me the last time that I did this. I wish I could just tell him just skip your draw phase.
Yeah, although I understand not wanting to have to click the auto draw button and all that twice, and yeah, I get like just put the card on top. I'll just start my turn like I normally would, and the game will be fine. So I don't mind this. If you're playing with like Cairo, your friend or whatever, or me and you are playing a game, or you and Luke,
just
skip
your draw phase. Like let's not do this whole.
Yeah, like I just won't draw.
So let's think here.
Oh, shit.
So unless he drew a Monarch.
Yeah, unless he specifically drew a Monarch, we're fine to let this go. And then if he tries to summon a substitute, that's when we solve him. So I kind of like running. I don't like rolling the dice.
Yeah,
I
want to run the gambit.
I solve that shit. Solve that shit. Solve that shit. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, get him. All
right, what's this? 57?
Yeah, it's like 2350.
2850.
Oh, 2850. There you go.
Okay, so what's the other card in his hand? Prodigy? Prodigy and Unknown. Oh, okay. That is fine. I mean, we're just going to have to torrential it.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, that's fine. We're even in cards. We're going to be up 1.
Yeah, we're going to be up 1 against Frogs that opened 1 for 1. Yeah, my guy, you do not just get to summon that shit.
He really passed.
Okay, summon attack.
Yeah. We know that's a Prodigy, so that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so unless he draws Caius, which he does have a good amount of them left, but if he does, we just die.
But honestly, I think we put ourselves in the best position to win. We made him skip a draw phase. Stardust, I guess, we kind of would have been in the same position.
Stardust would have been, yeah, Stardust would have actually been like,
ooh. We can get rid of,
I guess,
just the hero.
Well, they
have 2 heroes. Yeah. But this is like combo. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I didn't even, yes.
Yeah, I just didn't even realize.
This does something.
Yeah.
Can I see his graveyard again real quick? Yeah, I know you banished.
You just want to see if there's a better.
Yeah, like we can't do it now. He's not going to let us. But I just want to stare at it for a second to see. So it was absolute 0 plus this, which means if you. So yeah, there's really like I do think that it's better to banish something else other than absolute 0, but I'm not going to harp on it right now. So anyway, let's just do the most.
We haven't normal summoned, so we can actually go What monster do we want to make?
We have a normal summon, which means that we can
make Goyo and then search just another goblin zombie.
We could search Zombie Master as well, discard Caius, bring up Goblin Zombie. There's a couple choices. So yeah, let's go Goyo.
Yeah, Goyo. I think Zombie Master is the right play.
You like the Zombie Master play?
Yeah, because I think I feel like we have him weak and we need to keep him where he is. Like we need to rush this game down.
Yeah, I do too.
I can feel the inevitability coming in. Zob.
I would not. Yeah, it's a frog deck.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so attack with 18 first. Attack with 18 first, then we go 11.
Yep.
Claire. All right. I mean, I'm just not, right? Like, I'm just not. Like, if you fucking drew Gores after that, like, I'm just not.
Oh, God. He had to roll something, though, right, Stingo?
No.
Well, Gores wasn't it, I guess. You are unhinged, bro. You're unhinged.
Yeah, like, Frazier, I'm just simply not. Caius is... Okay, that is so tame. Holy fuck, that's tame.
Yeah, that's way better than what
18, so 8. All right. Oh
my God.
So if he has Raigeki break, so I'm just going to assume he's playing your list.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume it's chainable. So it's always chainable though, so there's no reason to hold it.
Yeah.
It's literally always chainable, right? So there's really no logic in holding it at all. Because at worst, it can be like a bluff.
Yeah,
and we just get a free card.
Yeah, I don't... So what do you want to do to it?
I just want a Heavy Storm.
Okay, that's fine. I was about to say, I don't...
Yeah, because it's always chainable. There's no reason in trying to attack into it and be like, oh, Raigeki break me.
Yeah, I think that this is the correct thing to do as well. Because I'm like, even if it is Raigeki break, your Heavy Storm will never be more valuable anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of what my point was.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, he drew that fucking edge, so...
This also puts him lower than brain control, so...
Oh my goodness! Goblin zombie! Goblin them nuts!
Okay, alright. The best top that got discarded off the top. Goblin Zombie actually did the most. So skill drains definitely come in, pulling the rug, Masker Restrict.
Yep.
Vanity's Fiends.
Yep, Vanity's Fiends.
We could put that DD Crow in since we already have Triple Book of Life, which is pretty ignorant. All right, so let's take out 2 Caius.
Okay.
We might take out more, but that's just a start because we're putting in like Masker Restrict and Vanity's Fiends. So we're gonna need something. Like we can't just have a deck of tribute monsters, I imagine.
Wing Blast.
Yeah, Wing Blast is pretty bad in general. You know how I feel about bottomless trap hole. Like I'm not.
Yep.
Now, Heavy Storm, MST, I'm not rolling with those. Like, I don't care what the frog game plan is. I'm just not playing those cards. All right, so let's swap there. Let me look at it.
Yep. Let's see if there's anything else we want in our lives.
Yeah, so I am never signing in Prohibition. I don't care for Mind Crush here. Compulse is okay, but I don't know if I want to take anything out. I kind of like everything else I see.
What do we feel about Minecon?
Minecon is good because everything that they summon is a level 6 monster in terms of monarchs and stuff like that. And you play,
and it's a good out to a dupe block with
it's a great out to that. Yeah, I think Minecon is fine. I think the deck is fine. Let's try it like this. At most, we'll put in more Caiuses after this game if like we feel that we need.
Yeah, because we're going first and everything like that. Yep. So that game went pretty well for us.
Yeah, no, it really did.
Yeah. I thought he was going to misplay and just never econ the Reaper, but he just did it on our turn. So, like, sure.
Yep.
All right, Stratos, sure. I'm not playing Herald. You're good. Now this hand is a little mid, I will say. Drew Solemn again. That's pretty nice. Best we can do is like some brain control synchro shit, but I really don't want to do that.
What do you mean brain control synchro shit? Look at our hand. What are you talking about?
Like crash a recruiter and then like
no. I'm not doing
after.
that. I think that we're just safe to set a recruiter, set Solemn or whatever. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Is
I
there
don't
any
wanna get too crazy.
consideration to set Tomato over Turtle?
I mean, you could set Tomato first. I think it's fine.
Yeah,
if he Caius it, we're going to negate it anyway.
Yeah.
We're going for a negate on Caius no matter what.
It's very true. It's very true.
Yeah, like we weren't letting this rock regardless.
Yep.
All right, that's a great
good
draw.
card.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because our hand is not it. We need traps. Asking you shall receive.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Asking you shall receive. That's how you win. This is how you win.
Out of here.
All right, shuffle this shit up. All right. Yeah.
Get
flip,
in for 14.
Flip. No, yeah. I want something to say again. The fuck you mean?
Ooh, get in for 24.
Yeah, in.
All right. Keep going. Sure.
We'll take the damage, dumbass.
I'm just gonna set both.
Yeah, set both. Yeah, put them on. Yeah. You have to have Heavy Storm to play the game. That's your barrier of entry for this game.
We'll flip up Mask in response to something. I don't think we have to Mask right here.
No, there's no reason. He could actually play Soul Exchange right now on Tomato, and then you'd be like Mask.
You'd be Psych.
Yeah, this is fine.
Sure. Okay.
He's playing Koi with us.
Oh.
He's playing Coil Array.
Oh my goodness, Fraser. Why is this so dirty?
This is the play.
Why is this so dirty? Solemn Frogs? We are playing rated, so I'm going to play the game correctly.
Yep. Oh, this is the rated pool.
Yep. And we're fucking getting points.
We have brain control, so Plague Sweater Zombie is really good here.
Plague is good.
What are you thinking?
I'm only slightly considering a DD Crow and wondering how you feel about it.
A DD Crow against our opponent who doesn't have a water monster yet, but you want to keep them off of...
I want to keep them off of waters, and I also, like, if they set up Treeborn Access and somehow we get more dueling going on, I want them to have to redo it again.
Okay. Sure. We can go with your DD Crow thing.
Because the only way that I see it is that he has a hero in the grave right now. If he gets any water in the grave, then that makes it a little problematic, but...
I mean, we can brain control and kill him, but yeah, let's try the DD Crow thing.
Sure.
Okay. This is the best Mirror Force in the world? Best Mirror Force in the world? Best Mirror Force in the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why'd he hold on to it so long?
I don't know. But I mean, I kept fucking calling it. He made me call it out like 3 or 4 times. Why did he do that?
Yeah, it's because he heard you. He didn't like what you were saying.
I guess he didn't like that I was just prophesying. I don't know. Like, that was weird. I have Mirror Force against 2 monsters that just get destroyed by that. What does that do?
It doesn't do anything right now.
Yeah. This is why I'm a little weary of... Okay, so... I mean,
it's just set turtle, and then we're like gonna
set
restrict or
set turtle. We have skill drain, so you can set turtle and pass.
Yeah, we can chain skill drain to like a monarch here. We don't have to mask anything unless it's like Solex.
Okay, this is fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Declare, chain.
Yep. So he needs to have MST here.
Okay.
All right. Remember that Plague Spreader Zombie I was talking about? We might want to consider getting that now.
I mean, we can still get it, yeah.
Because I'm trying to think about how else we are outing that thing. that Vanity's Fiend, and I think that our play is just Plague Spreader Zombie, so let's do that.
Yeah.
And defense mode.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Remember, Pyramid Turtle can summon in defense. All right. It's time to start Crack-a-lackin', I would say. So
This is a 6-star.
yes, like everything he summons,
Okay.
like I said, is a 6-star monster.
Okay, so we can just take it and just attack, make Stardust, and then
That's
just set Deep Prison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Simple plays.
all right. Yep. I was gonna say we could also book a life, but okay. Battle Fader,
Okay,
that's
that's
fine. All right. So still go for
Sync her off.
yep, your
Make
boy.
Stardust. We
Yep.
have a good Stardust here.
Semi. All right.
I mean, it's Stardust with skill drain against Monarchs. That seems pretty hard.
Yeah. The only thing is that Econ like kills us.
We can chain at least Mask or Restrict to it. So he wants to do his Treeborn.
Let me see his
Like,
grave. Let me see his grave. Yeah, get rid of it. Just get rid of it.
Yeah, just get rid of it. I want him to be the most down bad. All right, so now chain mask.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is awkward because now we can't use Stardust. But
he can't tribute anyway, so it really doesn't mean anything.
Oh my god.
I think we're over 1.
1, 2,
1,
3, 4,
2,
5.
3, 4. Yeah, 5.
We can put the pressure on and book a life. So
yeah, book a life to hero.
Yeah, and let me see our grave, and so we can get a
It's just turtle.
Yeah, it is turtle. All right, I was gonna say get Plague Spreader Zombie out, but then like that doesn't change anything. So it's the turtle. So the next turn we could actually summon Dark Arm potentially, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, let's just book a life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing really stops this. So you just summon the turtle.
And then our clock's not really improved by making like Goyo or something. So
Yeah,
do we want to attack 25 direct? I think
Yes.
it doesn't matter because
Gores doesn't have an effect.
Oh right, yeah, very true. No effect on Gores.
Yeah, and we have Deep Prison 4 Gores, so
Yep.
he needs to 1 have Gores and 2.
This is a really tough spot for him to get out of. It's got to be Heavy Storm and another Soul X. All right, well, that's just game.
Is it? So that's is game on board, right? Like this is just
Yeah, we can just attack.
Yeah, I mean he could have drawn another
attack.
Battle Fader, I guess is like the only so he has to have drawn Battle Fader. Right.
Sure. That's fine.
Still can't tribute, so yeah. All right.
Yep.
What did you attack with just now? I'm just curious.
Pyramid Turtle.
Or should have been Stardust.
Attack with Stardust?
Yeah, should have been Stardust so we could put Turtle on defense. Just a minor optimization.
Minor thing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here we have Plague Spreader Engrave, right?
Yeah, so we could stack Plague and then go for a game shot with like a tribute.
Yes.
Wait, we can't tribute though.
We don't need the tribute. We're just gonna put it in attack mode and attack with Plague first and kill that fucking Battle Fader.
So goodbye Gores.
Put the Vanity's Fiend on top. We're never using that.
Yeah. This at least insulates us if we get heavied and reverse a Rude.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So we're gonna attack with Stardust because this will get him out of brain control.
Yes. Also, Gores is all the same. Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
Use the Plague. Maybe
So-
not.
So, he can't really get to the Plague, to be honest. Like, I don't really see how he's...
It's got to be like one of his summons, like Alias or Treeborn or some shit like that.
Yeah, he would have to... Here's what could happen. This is like
we could deep prison it.
That's what I'm saying.
protect
Like,
the
I don't
Plague.
really see how he can get to it.
Yeah,
without some sackery. Like, he would have to MSTR face down back row and then tribute for... Or no, he can't even do that. So, I don't... It's Heavy Storm. He always needed Heavy Storm.
Yeah, that's fine. Uh-huh.
Scoop.
Yep.
GG's.
That game went pretty well. No instant fusion at all.
Yeah,
though.
we didn't get to do the instant fusion stuff.
I feel like that always happens when we try to showcase a deck.
Yeah.
We never get to do the fun things.
Yeah, so let's see what was going on with his. Okay, okay, pause. Let me see.
So it was 1-for-1 on Ocean. That was his hand. These 2 cards.
Okay, so he didn't have a guy for Junk Synchron to bring back.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. And then he goes.
I probably would have just waited with this hand because you have Solex 1-for-1.
Well,
That way you can.
I'm not too mad at what he did. I just think that I don't know if I would have synchro for the Android though. I might have just left the swap and the leave the swap and the Junk Synchron out and set Econ. And that way they can't attack over anything on turn 1. So you just have like those 2 up, and then on the next turn you just like do the most.
It's weird though, right? Because I feel like this opening hand, it's like you beat any field.
Yeah, his hand is strong
in multiple ways. So I feel like this is a decent draw pass hand, and like, obviously if you're not,
it is. But if he wanted to play that, if he wanted to do this turn, I think that. So pause right here. So
you're talking about in the instance like if you want to play this turn, like you don't want to draw pass.
Yes, if you don't want to draw pass and you are like, I need to get Treeborn access turn 1 for my Kaias, for my Econ, and I get that your hand is very Treeborn heavy, reliant and all that. So I get that. But if you want to do this, I would say I would just bounce the Substitute to my hand. I'd even consider bouncing the Junk Synchron to my hand and setting Econ. If you bounce the Junk Synchron to your hand, you don't even have to set Econ, to be perfectly honest. Like you can just leave it like this. But if you want to bounce the Substitute, the guarantee have Substitute next turn with Soul Exchange, which is broken, you can just set Econ here and be like, all right, well, I don't really care what they do next turn. If they don't clear any of the monsters, then Substitute is insane. And if they just have to use cards to like clear this, and you still have Soul Exchange plus Substitute in your hand, no matter what. And you're drawing to a 5th card.
You also have Kaias with Treeborn access already. So
yeah, there's like it's such a scary like opening to just go like. Yeah, I think that just the Android is a little weird. Like I do not like this Android.
Yeah, because now his plays are so much more linear. Like it's only these 2 instead of like you can Junk Synchron like Loot Pass.
Yeah.
With like Treeborn and Swap to like block. This crash was really good for us because we had the answers for 2 things: Dust Shoot and Solemn. We drew Solemn both games, which is actually like kind of a god card against frogs.
It is just really broken. We drew Torrentials. I mean, drawing the traps that zombies play are just like really good
against frogs. Yeah.
Yeah, it plays all the annoying ones. It's like Diva Hero. I hate Diva Hero traps too, because you're playing against
they play. You either play against like the defense one where there's a shit ton of them, or you play against like a Cairo build, which is like plays the best ones that like you don't want to face against any of them.
Yeah, I hate I just hate the fact that both the Diva Hero deck and the zombie deck kill you. So they play traps, but they don't play. Usually, they don't play that many. They just play just enough to stop you, and then like OD on you in a turn.
Oh, he drew it this turn. Okay.
Oh, the miracle came up just now.
Yeah. So this is when he does this thing.
Yeah, this is when we were in that really bad spot.
Yeah, you called it. You called it right, where he goes Econ and like kills it with the Econ.
Yeah, he should have.
This Gale was an insane draw.
He should have. Did he kill the Spirit Bird right here? Did he just do it right here? Like before?
Yeah, he does it on draw phase. Okay. He should have at least tried to get 24.
Yeah, I find that to be strange that he did not try, because that my fear was always our life points getting really low because he could just get in. And we don't actually have a defense. And once he finds out that these 2 back rows don't stop any attacks, it's like, oh god.
Yeah. This Arabellum was really good. It didn't like do that much of anything, but like
because it's only because his hand is insane.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if his hand doesn't have Miracle Fusion, he instantly loses from this position.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have Treeborn access, and he also loses two cards to this one Solemn.
Yeah.
It's like the fact that I had to use my Torrential here is like good on you. The Krebons was a great draw.
Yeah, he needed to just draw specifically Caius right there. And once he didn't draw Caius right there, then it became like a lot more going on now.
Yep. And then here comes this good Goblin Zombie, the MVP of the match. Attacking in the right order, 18, 11, 28.
Then there's no respect.
Yep. Wow, he fucking drew right back into Substitute.
Yeah. I mean, it's at 3 in this format.
In this format.
Yeah. Shout out to Frozen Soul Cup, October 28th.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That mill was so crucial.
It was.
You know what's funny though is that the interesting situation here is that like it's not the worst position to be in, except for the fact that it's like Miracle Fusion, Crash, Substitute, Dupe Frog,
Well,
and then you can't do anything.
he would Miracle Fusion, summon Substitute.
Oh, he could beat over, yeah.
Yes, it would be at 3,000. If anything, though, I'm attacking a Goblin Zombie for a lot. You're at 2050. I want to put you. Have you used brain control this game?
No.
Yeah, I would consider attack. So summon Substitute to make it 3,000. Attack over your Goblin Zombie for 1,900.
Yeah, we'd be at fucking 50 life points.
Yeah, you be at nothing. Then main phase 2, tribute absolute 0, kill the rest of your field, dupe block you, and then let's top deck where I have multiple Caiuses. And we're just playing this. Both of you are just gonna play this game. We're like, who draws a Caius?
Yeah, well, thank God we fucking milled that shit then, because that's ridiculous.
You didn't like
that's
my nightmare scenario.
Right,
you didn't like my nightmare frog scenario.
No, I got fucking cold sweats.
Yeah, you were like, well, thank God.
Yeah, thank God. Yep, turn skip.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care what he summons.
Yo,
I was like,
why was traps. This allure?
I said, what did I say before you played the allure? I was like, we need traps.
Yo, the allure was literally like, did anyone order sideboard?
Yeah.
They're so real too. Holy shit.
They're actually
so
the most real. He never even got to really. Oh, he did get to see the mask at one point, right? Or no?
Yeah, we masked with the Stardust up, which was like an unfortunate situation. But if you have to deal with mask and skill drain, then even if I have a Stardust up, it literally doesn't matter. You need Heavy Storm. Like,
yeah.
Also 3 Battle Faders, by the way.
Oh damn! I drew that hand in Moreno Valley, and it was game 1 against the Amaryllis deck in the side event, and it's crazy because my hand was broken. Then he card destruction me, and I drew triple Battle Fader. Yeah, that was never playable. And this is the anti-meta element of this deck, just being ridiculous.
Just shout outs to the DD Crow.
Shout outs to the DD Crow.
All right. Like I've known you for so long. You were giving me the spicy, like, oh, let's see about the DD Crow. Like I want to grab brain control. I want to grab the tuner.
So hold on. Let me ask a question here. Let me see his grave.
Yeah.
So it looks to me like Book of Life would have just been the same thing, no?
Did we have Book of Life at this point? I don't think we did.
I don't know. Maybe we did.
Let me run it back, because this is game 2. We 2-0 here.
Yeah.
And this is like pretty early in the game anyway. So if we just fast forward. I'm pretty certain we didn't have the Book of Life, but you could be right.
No, we didn't have the Book of Life. We didn't have the Book of Life then, because brain control is right there. So if we didn't have the Book of Life, that means we drew it for turn. So then DD Crow was good then. DD Crow was good. So we drew these 2 outrageous traps.
I'm about to drop the mission accomplished banner in my house. We got the good Crow.
Yeah, this Crow was nasty. Everything about this was nasty though. This Mirror Force was also good for him though.
Yeah, that was a really good Mirror Force. I had slight considerations for Tomato, but I was just like, if you didn't Mirror Force the first time, like, even though I'm getting a Sangan search, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you can't leave a Sangan on the field.
Yeah.
Like, if I do have a Caius, like, you want to get rid of my field. Like, even if it means, like, you give me a Sangan search.
Yeah, this frog player, unfortunately, doesn't know how to side deck with the frog deck either.
Yep, and this is the moment where, like, he probably would have gone, like, Caius, summon, and then, like, go absolute 0 or some shit.
You want to talk about annoyed? I would be so annoyed.
Oh, if you were playing against this?
Look at this compounding problem.
His hand can't do shit. He keeps drawing dead cards. Look at him.
Yeah.
Is that 2 of them?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's 2 of them.
Oh, he drew a torrential. That was too late. He could have actually used that torrential too. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was a good showing. I mean, yeah, I would have loved to see some of the instant fusion tricks. Maybe we can do. How about this? We'll end the recording here for this one, and then we'll do a part 2 of this to see how it goes. But let's just end this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this instant noodle zombies. And in the next one, we will try again to see if we can do some of the more trickier stuff that it does. Because this is just basically play like a regular zombie deck.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys. Peace.